this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to do a houndstooth stitch cotton washcloth using Lion Brand 24/7 cotton yarn in silver and denim with a 4mm crochet hook. In the original picture I used the silver and terracotta. Okay, for the washcloth you need an odd number. I chained 37. And I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so after you have your 37, you are going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, single crochet, followed by a double crochet in the next chain. And that's the pattern, single, double. Single, double, single, followed by a double, and you keep repeating until you get to the end of the row. It should start to look like this. And I like this pattern. It's easy to remember. You can pick it up easily after you stop. I've used it for a blanket and scarves. Doesn't make doesn't have very many holes or anything like that. And it's easy to do. Okay. And as you get to the end, you should have a single followed by a double. So here's my last 2 stitches, single, double. Okay, so this is where you're going to change colors and pick up your blue. You do most of the double crochet so you get to the last yarn over, and then that is where you are going to change to the blue and finish your stitch. Then chain 1. Turn your work, and then you are going to carry the gray underneath or on top of the stitch under the blue, and you're going to crochet around it. This way you don't have to weave in all the colors yarn every row, because you would be you change colors every row on this. So you're going to do a double crochet in the second stitch, followed by a single crochet and a double, and that's the repeat. And you do this for the rest of the pattern, switching colors every time, and then you crochet over the alternate color. You see here how it sits there, and you want to double check every once in a while to make sure that you're not you don't have any excess yarn. And if you notice later that you miss some, usually you can give the fabric a tug and it will fix it out. So continue, there's our double, single crochet, followed by a double. And you can start to see the herringbone pattern. Continue to the end. Making sure to crochet over the opposite color. Okay, keep going, and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so here we are at the last 2 stitches. Single crochet followed by a double crochet, and you're going to do most of the double crochet, and when you get to the last yarn over, you're going to switch to the gray. Chain 1 and turn your work. Then you are going to crochet over the blue on this row. So this counts as your first single, and then you're going to double crochet in the second stitch, crocheting over the blue. Okay, and we continue with the pattern. Single crochet, double crochet, and this is where you can start to see what's supposed to be the houndstooth pattern. And you just keep repeating your single and double crochet until the end of the row. I'll meet you there. Okay, and like before, when you get to the last 2 stitches, you have a single crochet followed by a double crochet. When you get to the last yarn over, you switch to the opposite color, chain 1 and turn. So this is what it's going to look like, and you keep repeating this until you have a square. It took me 33 rows, and then I put a border on it. So I'll show you how to do that. So you want to continue until you have that, and I'll come back and show you how to put the border on. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a border. My sample is smaller. It only has 21 stitches, but you want to finish with the color that you started with, and then you are going to turn your work, chain 1, and then you are going to single crochet in each stitch along the top. So this counts as the first stitch, and then you're going to single crochet around each of the 4 sides. And then you're going to put 3 single crochets at the corners. So do the top row, and I'll show you when we get to the end. Okay, so you're putting 1 single crochet in each of the stitches, and when you get to the end, here's my last stitch. I'm at the last stitch before I turn. I'm going to put 3 single crochets in this 1 stitch for the corner, and this helps it so it has a corner basically. So there's your 3, and then you're going to turn it, and then you're going to work about 1 single crochet for each row down the side. So you just work it over the last stitch. So here's 1, and you want to make sure that you don't put too many stitches but not too many gaps, so it's kind of balanced. If you have too many stitches, you'll make your edge ruffle, and if you don't have enough stitches, it will pull. So you kind of have to practice and see what works for you. It's kind of how, and it depends on the yarn. So there's the side of 1 stitch for about each row, and then I'm going to put 3 single crochets in the last one, or the first row, the first stitch here. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to put 1 stitch in each of the chain, 1 crochet, single crochet. Sometimes these are a little harder to find. Then you continue around. And I find the sides like this are easier. The sides are sometimes a little bit harder to do, but as you practice it, it becomes easier. Okay, and you keep going. 1 single crochet for each stitch. Okay, so when you get down here to the end, you're going to put 3 single crochets in the last stitch for the corner. So 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to turn your work. And then just like the other side, you're going to put 1 stitch per row. And that's approximately, like I said before, you don't want too many because it will ruffle, and you don't want too few. And you want to try to crochet over any of the edges. Make sure you get those. And I like to do the color that's closest to the last one that will match the closest before I change colors. So here I am coming to where I started, and then I will do 3 single crochets, and I will slip stitch to my very first stitch, which is right here. And then I will continue around doing 1 more single crochet in each stitch with 3 at the corners. So you're gonna just do the same thing again. And this time it will be easier because you've already done 1 row of crochet. Okay, so it's gonna look like this, and you're gonna put, like I said, 3 in the each corner, and then you come around, and I'll show you what it looks like at the Okay, so once you've gone around doing 3 single crochets in each corner, you're going to slip stitch it to the first, and then you are going to cut your yarn, knot it, and weave in all ends. You can find a free written PDF pattern at amorecraftylife.com. Thanks for watching.